Yes, I'm here. Wow, fantastic. Finally. Oh my goodness, finally. I really apologize. I had really technician issue around the internet, but now anyway, finally I'm here. So let's talk about the letting go, emotional attachment. So today I would like to focus on this, but tomorrow, just stay tuned. I would like to focus around the emotional detachment. That's something really deep. That's something really deep. But let's go forget it about tomorrow because it's today, it's a now, it's a present moment. You can go and dive in. Take a tea, take a coffee. Let's go nice, sit down, comfortable space, and we're going to dive in. So make your shoulder back, open your chest, bring more oxygen to your body, and feel that emotion inside you. Because in a second, some of them, they really attaching to you. They really attached. They really, I would like to say, stick on you, and that makes you really heavy and a really uncomfortable feeling. But I can tell you later on why they're making you uncomfortable feeling. And maybe that's the one question you are saying, oh, that's emotional attachment. It's really good for me. Yes, some of the stage in your life that were that good attachment. But as long you are growing, as you're evolving, definitely it's not really like that. It's not really like you can see from your own physical eyes, no from your heart, not from your soul perspective, okay? So let's go dive in. Let's go talk about the letting go emotional attachments. Okay, so we are going to begin. My question is, do you really feel that attachment inside you? Have you ever asked yourself around it? What is the attachment anyway? Do you know what is attachment? Leave me a comment below if you don't know. So the attachment is something you're really attached. It's something you really, that's a simple way, isn't it, to describe it. But it's something you really would like to have. Actually no have, possess, actually no, just only grab and just only saying, that's mine, I'm not giving this anymore, anyone, anywhere. And that's really mine. You are holding so tight. So for example, that's a river is coming to my head now very intuitively. So you're on the boat, okay? And that boat got a big hole in the middle and you're on the river. And definitely when you're on the boat and on the river, that boat is filling up with lots of water. And in the near future, that boat is going to sink down and you're going to sink down with the boat, actually, isn't it? If you don't take the action from that point. But you think, okay, let's go get out of the boat, let's go swim because I can swim, or just only lie down on the water and the water takes me in the safe place. Okay, that's the beautiful scenario what I'm just only describing you. But when you're going to hold it inside the boat and you will have that imagination inside you, that illusion, that boat is going to save you because that boat having the container around it. But doesn't matter if there's a hole inside, it's okay, just fill it up with the water, you're going sinking down and ta-da, you know what's going to happen. But that moment when you're just only feeling that attachment to that boat, when you've got that illusion inside you, oh, that boat is going to save me, that's completely nonsense. That's only illusion. That's a container that you feel safe, and it's not like that. So that's a really huge attachment. But when you let it go, when you take the action on it, when you delete it, when you release that attachment, when you just only throw it away, that perspective from yourself, that thoughts from yourself, that energy from yourself, believe me or not, that life will be much more easier because you're going to find another solution, another way, another path for yourself to just only dive in, okay? So this is like a kind of the attachment I would like to describe you. I would like to bring you some example because from the example we are learning anyway. From the experience each other we are learning and we are feeling we are not alone with the same experience. Even if you think you've got a really difficult experience in your life, but when someone's coming to share with you, oh, I've got the same, oh, I've just only went through this, I went through that, and you say, oh my goodness, I'm not alone, okay? So that's why I would like to bring you that that stuff. But let me just only write it down. I'm going to break for a second, and then I'm going to dive in to let go the attachments. I'm writing down my website, so where you can go and find more information, what I'm doing, how I'm doing. And also you've got an opportunity to book the completely free session, no obligation at all. And you can tell me a little bit more about your attachments, okay? Your attachment, emotional attachments, because we are just only talking about the emotional attachments. And then we're going to dive in much more around the relationship. But it's not only the relationship you think around the romantic one, but also any relationship, mom, dad, uncle, sister, brother, your neighbor, your colleague from the work, your friends, cat, dog, anything you think about it, any objects as well, any, for example, people are just only attached to the pens, people attached to the, I don't know, beds, stamps, that kind of the things. Can you see? So that's all the attachments I would like to tell you a little bit, because everything is connected with the emotion, because you are energy, I'm an energy. So we're just constantly in the flow state, okay? We're supposed to be in the flow state, isn't it? But sometimes we are just only blocking ourselves. Sometimes through the intention, we are blocking. Okay, so let's go dive in. So I told you a little bit around the attachments. So if you're watching me now, just go back and at the end of the video, and you can listen what does the attachments really mean, okay? So I brought the tiny perspective, tiny vision, how is that looks like the attachments. So what I would like to tell you today around the, let's go talk around letting go the emotional attachments. So definitely emotional attachments, we are referring to the feelings, okay, to the closest family, as a child, because I would like to begin when you're born, okay, when you're born in this life, okay, I'm talking this life, I'm not talking the past lives, okay, this life on the planet Earth, okay. So when you're born as a human form, on the light being in the human form, as a kid, as a child, you need a few things to survive, to live fully, and to develop fully as a human, as a small human, okay, in that form. So definitely you've been that was your needs anyway. That was a love, security, safety, that's your health, that means the feeding, so you constantly you have a full tummy, and yeah, that's, and the love, that's all the needs the small human, that the small energy, that the small soul which one came to the planet Earth really needs, isn't it? Okay, so you know that stage, you are just only creating the root chakra, the first energy center. Okay, go back on my YouTube video, and then you can find more information around the chakras. So you are in that basic, okay, you are that foundation. So let's go a little bit much more deeper. If you don't receive it, that needs, that's 5 needs, which I just only told you, from the people who been responsible to brought you here on the planet Earth, okay? Anyway, that's another story. You made a contract with them. But let's go make it simple, very simple. So if you don't receive it, something from them, you will be constantly seeking that validation in the latest stage of your life. I mean, the adulthood. You'll be constantly seeking safety, security, love, not being alone, okay? Just only constantly looking something around the health. I mean, just maybe your finances is a little bit dropping, and maybe you don't have money to buying the food. So that's why everything is referring to your root chakra, the basic, the foundation, okay? So that's only tiny nodes, so you'll be aware a little bit. So when you don't receive it, that stuff fully, I'm not saying you don't receive it at all, but if you don't receive it, if something is missing, of course, because we are the human force, we are making mistakes, we are still constantly learning and having the lesson. So the same, our cares, our grandmother, mother, father didn't know that stuff. Then how you can grow much more mature in every stage? Because I would like to keep around the chakra, around the energy system, everything when I'm talking, because that's so crucial. That's your base on it, because you are energy. So when the root chakra is completely out of the balance or over any dysfunction, then your emotional attachment is arising, okay? Arising. So you'll be completely attached to let go something, like a fears, like a really worry about something, like really possess something. That's kind of the things, okay? So how I would like to see that attachments. I would like to see that attachment in the 4 points. I just only would like to put in the really nice order today for you so you can understand more. So that will be attachments and that will be a love. So I can talk a little bit attachment and love today, and also from perspective as you were a child and then you're evolving and growing and growing and growing, and also unhealthy attachments. So that's why that unhealthy attachment, so why that was dysfunction in your life in the early stage, didn't let it doesn't allow you to let it go fully, that attachments, okay? And be really independent human, independent woman and man, okay? So that's why I would like to show you this. And another things, there will be attachment around the objects. Sometimes we can't let go something because we attach so strongly. So also I would like to answer this question. And then finally, I can give you some tips. If you would like to take it, take it. If you would like to book a session with me, book it straight away. So my website is under the comments. So I can bring you some my idea, which helped me. Maybe that's going to help you. And then you can apply to your life, how let go that emotional attachments. But I'm going to tell you at the beginning, it's not easy. No, it's not easy. If that would be easy come, easy goes, isn't it? Easy comes, easy goes. You need to take a time. You need to learn the lesson before you step into the 5 dimension, to the high vibration, okay? So we are good. You're in the right place, right moment. That's meant to be for you today. Let's go. See how you can see from your perspective, of course, because don't take everything what I'm saying here seriously, okay? That's my story, that's my perspective, that's my truth. You've got your own truth, you've got your own life, you've got a completely different eyes and different soul than me. But we are all together in once, okay? So take everything what you would like to take it today from my talk, from my story, from my knowledge, from my channeling the information straight away from the source to you. So attachment and love, okay? So everything, like you've got the attachment, you've got the love. So sometimes, like I said, when your needs during the childhood wasn't met, okay, you didn't receive a lot of love, you didn't receive security, you didn't receive the safety, something was missing, something was like unbalanced, that was like swinging one side, another side, you didn't feel so secure, you didn't feel so strong, and you didn't feel grounded. And then in the early stage, or I would like to say, when you're evolving, when you're going a little bit up, when you're going the another chakra, and then you're going to the solar plexus chakra, when your identity, when your all character, charisma is creating there, then is a time to let go that attachment. That's the time to see yourself in from the different perspective. That's a time to see yourself in a completely different way, as you are completely separate. I would like to say separate for that time. The soul, you are not your mom, you're not your father, okay? You are completely different soul with a unique mission, unique charisma, and unique sparkle inside you, okay? So that's why you need to see that stuff. But if something was missing from the root and from the sacral chakra, I mean the root and sacral chakra, they are all together, so they are working all together, security, safety, the belonging to the tribe, and etc. So that's why you couldn't jump straight away to the solar plexus chakra. So that is here, where's your tummy here? So that's why sometimes you feel so insecurity, you feel that rumble in your tummy, you feel so pain, you nausea, you feel that feeling, okay? So that you have to go and revisit your basic chakra and just only unravel the stuff, okay? So the attachments, you are so attached to the stuff. You didn't have it, okay? You didn't have it, and you are constantly seeking. But the people, when they are just only making each other, I would like to say have each other relationship, like they attach each other, but we are not attracting most of them, I would like to say, not attracting by love, pure love. They are attracting from the trauma. They are attracting from the unresolved stuff, unresolved issue. So that's a lot of attachments. That's a lot of attachment. That's a lot of expectation. So see, attachment expectation is something you are just only completely out of your alignment. Okay? And the love is completely something different. So what is the love? I would like to tell you a little bit. You know the attachment you're holding so strong, you know you are safe because your expectation, that's your needs. That person in your life you met gave you that needs from your childhood. And pay attention now. So if that person you're going to meet or you met, or maybe that's your husband, maybe that's your wife, maybe that's your partner, maybe that's your friends, family, whatever, the tribe, whatever you would like to call it, okay? Maybe your friend, maybe your sister, maybe your cat, maybe your dog, okay? So if that needs were met, okay, and you are so happy because they met everything, that beautiful person gave you everything, but you tick in that box. But where's the love? Where's the love? The love is something. You're not expecting anything from that person. You're not expecting that person to be perfect or that child to be a perfect. You're not expecting that dog to be a perfect, barking or just only doing the crazy stuff in your house. You're not expecting. You are loving. That's a pure love. Doesn't matter what they're going to do for you. Doesn't matter because you know what they're going to do. They're doing for their favor. They're doing the favor to you, actually for you. Because that through that trigger point, you will have an enlightenment. You will have another lesson to learn, and you will be grow, and you will be going from the basic chakra. You will be going to the sacral chakra, and then solar plexus, and you will be healing all the chakras step by step, and then you will be enlightenment, and then you will be in the 5D dimension world, and then you will be pure love and happiness, purity. Oh my goodness, glory, hallelujah. Okay, so that's why. So when you've got that attachment inside you, that's all the needs. That's all your needs that were met, okay? You've been seeking them all the time. You didn't see that relationship which we've been created already, okay? Through the lens from the pure love, no condition, no attachments, no expectation, just only loving because that person here. That person is here. You're loving the beauty inside that person. You're loving the soul. You're loving how they behave, how they're saying, how they sometimes creating the beautiful space around you. That's only love because the people just only exist. We're supposed to love them straight away like that. Nothing more. So now you can see the one point, attachment and love. Okay, and now you know where is your strong attachment, and now where's the love? So if you experience something like that in your life, just look at that today and have a look and take a pen, take a paper and write it down. Am I attached so strongly? Because when you attach so strongly, the fears and the worry, anxiety, and a lot of different stuff is coming. It's coming, showing up and unraveling for you, okay? And then it's something about the really strong emotional attachments. Because the emotional attachment I would like to mention here, I didn't mention at the beginning, is not around the romantic relationship and the family. You can be attached to anything with anyone, okay? So make sure and pay attention on it. But the love is a completely pure love. So you can just only thrive and flow in your life. So make sure you're going to do the lesson today and learn the lesson and take something out from this story, from this information, which I'm going to give you straight away, okay? That is going to be Unhealthy attachments, because when you got that unhealthy attachment, you couldn't be in the center point, okay? It's that 0 point when the peace, love, and happiness and joyfulness is there, okay? Wow, that was amazing, because unhealthy attachment is holding you back from and preventing the beautiful life, from the beauty of the life, from your manifestation in your life, okay? From the purity from your life, from all the glory or the beauty on the juicy life, I would like to say, okay? So that's the unhealthy attachments. I know it's really sometimes difficult to be not fully attached to your mother, father, and your close family. It's much easier to be emotionally not attached, okay? But the emotionally not attached to the family is something also you are setting the boundaries, and also is really healthy, because like I said, you are just only separate when you get the point, the solar plexus, okay? That's the place when you're creating yourself, okay? Yourself, not the ego. Just forget about the ego now, okay? Yourself, okay? So that's why you need to feel much more around yourself. You need to be much more conscious, because you can't change anyone. You can't. We are not changing each other, okay, by saying the words. We are changing because we experience something in our lives, okay? Because when I'm saying something now, I'm planting the seeds inside you, and that's going to trigger something inside you, and then you're saying, oh my goodness, she was right, and that unravels something inside me. That's a boom. So I shouldn't be too strong emotionally attached to my family, for example, because they've got a different life, I've got a different life, I've got a different perspective, I've got this, I've got that. So I love them without any condition. So put the condition outside, okay? Oh my goodness, it's too much condition on the planet Earth. It's really too much, okay? Condition. Where is the unconditional love? I love you because you are showing here today. I love you because you are watching me. I love you because I've got that opportunity. Without you, my video won't be here, okay? So that's why stop condition, love everyone without any condition, but also set the healthy boundaries, okay? Because you need to love yourself first. And that's why that is going to help you let go that strong emotional attachment, okay? I'm not saying if something, when you attach in something, you're not going to feel the grief after when you lose it, something. That's a part of our life. We need to grieve, and then we need to go and straight away let it go and just only accept it. Say, okay, that was also so strong, and have a reflection if you're going to feel that, okay? Is that was so strong, my attachment, or that was a slightly lightly, okay? Because when you feel it, that strong attachment, emotional attachment, that everything is, how can I say, I couldn't stress enough, holding you back from the beauty of the life. I was just only said at the beginning. That's holding back, holding. And then you don't feel safe, you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel happy, you don't feel really belonging to that world. You're not trusting. So trust yourself first, let it go, that emotional attachments. I'm not saying don't love anyone, love, but from the pure point, pure perspective, okay? No attachment, no condition, no expectation, please, no expectation. I didn't expect you to come today, but here, you are here. Thank you so much. So I didn't expect anyone, but you are arrived already. So please don't do that. And when you've got the attachment to the objects, oh my goodness, the people have got a lot of attachments to the objects. That's also is emotion, because like I said, you're energy, I'm energy, so everything, and that object is energy. So when you've got that emotional attachments to the objects, it's really difficult to let it go, isn't it? I'm not going to say have a fun with something, okay, but also you need to set up the different perspective. So when you've got a fun around collecting the cars, okay, I've got lots of cars, for example, and don't Don't hold strong attachments, I would like to say. Have a fun, play, but say to yourself, it's okay one day if I'm going to, for example, sell that car, because that would be that you will be detaching yourself from that really, really strong connection to that car, okay? You'll be saying, okay, that's the game, I'm playing that game, and etc., etc. So with everything around it. So that's why the emotional attachment is really difficult and really hard to let go. For example, sometimes I had a few clients, I can give you the example. Paul, I'm going to answer your question in a few seconds. So I had a client, and when they came here for the constellation family, and that was a constellation family, so you can go and have a look. That's when you're going to find the people, issue, unresolved trauma, and something. For example, they came, I can give you the example. So when they came to me, and that was like a really, really lineage family time, a lineage issue around the struggle, why they struggle, why they lost, why they don't trust, and etc., etc. Okay, so that was a really big emotional attachment to the family. That was really strong. They didn't let it go. The idea, the opinion around, that was a lady, around her mom, okay? Because she was strongly believe that her mom is, of course, she can, that's her also beliefs, but she was believing her mom is beautiful, amazing, and she never done anything wrong, and she never done anything incorrectly in her life. But that's a human, like I said, we are human form, we are making mistakes. She made a mistake through her life, through her past lives, anyway, etc., etc. So that was like, what I would like to point here, we've got that beliefs inside us around our mom and dad, for example, okay? But it could be someone else as well. And we just only holding so strong, and we couldn't let it go. But what's happened when you replace this, or when you allow it yourself, just only putting inside, that is only for 1 second, the different perspective. Oh, just only saying, okay, that's not my mom, that's not my father. Okay, let's see, how is that? And then you can see your life from the completely different way, from the different lens, okay? And then you can feel much better, you can feel much lighter, because you're allowing yourself to do it, that stuff, to feel it, that stuff, okay? So that's what I would like to say. Okay, let's go see. Do you think that my being unconditional, we have to allow ourselves a degree? Okay, being unconditional, we have to allow ourselves a degree of vulnerability. Okay. Unconditional love. Yes, you have to show your raw self. You have to show who you truly are. That's why I just only did yesterday on my Instagram as well. If you would like to watch, just go and watch. I was so vulnerable yesterday. I was completely unconditionally and completely showing myself who I am truly, because that way you're going to attract the people and you're going to attract the situation in your life. Which one you've been belonging anyway, since you're born, since you've been created on the planet Earth, okay, just incarnated in this body. So that's the stuff. That's completely the stuff. Yeah, so the vulnerability and showing, if you would like to, up to you, okay? I'm not saying you have to, but that's your choice. That's your free will. From my perspective, from my life, and I don't want to be anyone more else. I don't want to put any mask on myself. Maybe sometimes makeup, it was a light makeup, but I'm not saying this. But the mask, you know what I mean, the fake everything, fake character, and I'm saying what I don't want to say it, and etc., etc. Yeah, unconditionality is completely vulnerability, okay? Be unconditional. Love everyone, but set the healthy boundaries, okay? That's the same. So start with yourself. So start with yourself straight away. I'm loving myself really unconditionally, so I'm setting the boundaries. So, in this time, please don't come to me, because I've got my space, sacred space, and that's the way how I'm living. If the right people the right people will come to you. But if the people will be just only moaning and saying, oh, you are so weird, or oh, that was a weirdness yesterday, you are so weird, or I don't know, because you are just only setting a lot of rules, etc., etc. And you're saying, yeah, because I'm loving myself. If you don't love yourself, that's your choice. So that's all around about it. Yeah, that's true, Paul. Yeah, that's what I've learned. There are lots of things I'm still learning as well, because I'm constantly learning. We are constantly learning. But when you show yourself really raw, that's all about it. And don't fake it. And don't pretend yourself who you not are. Because I can give you the one, my experience, and I'll let you go today, because tomorrow that will be another day for a different topic. That will be a much more deeper one. But I can give you the example. Through my coaching sessions, what I've learned as well, and that was like a lot of situation in my life when I was struggling. Yes, I was struggling. Now I know, not now at the moment I'm not struggling anymore, because I've got a purity, clarity. I'm going straight away. I know how to do it. I've got the tools in my head. I've got the tools in my heart. I've got the tools everywhere. But that was a time when I was struggling between my fitness industry, as a personal trainer, and as a spiritual being, okay, as a much more intuitive healer, etc. And I was struggling. And then I think I've done this with you, Paul. I couldn't remember exactly, but I think we had that exercise. But anyway, so a few times I've just only been asking myself, I've been asking where I am, who I am. I'm a fitness instructor, or I'm a much more spiritual being. But I'm not dividing, because everything is like integrating, isn't it? Everything is blending together. But I was much more drawn in the spirituality. And now, and like 2 days ago, and the universe showed me everything, and there are lots of signs around me. I'm much more spiritual person instead of the drawn to the industry fitness, that area. So that's why I just only said to myself, let's go. So I can give you this. I went to the lots of sessions with myself. So I've been working on my inner child. So my workshop is the 14th of July. You can go and have a look in my bio as well. So that's why inner child work helped me a lot. And I'm constantly doing it as well, because I know how so crucial that's impacting to your adult life. And also I've been meditating all the time, just only 10-15 minutes during the day. I was grounding myself through the dancing, freestyle dancing. Maybe some of you is going to laugh, but it's not really laughing. That's really give you that freedom, giving really that flow and grounding. You are really strong with your feet down, okay? And you embody yourself, and you're bringing all the fragment of your soul. And another thing which one helped me, because I'm a much more spiritual person, so they're working around the crystals, okay, having the pendulum, and just only asking my pendulum, channeling that energy from the source, and asking my soul, guiding my soul through my light reading cards. That's helped me a lot. So yeah, I've got a lot of tools. I've learned that stuff. So if you would like to, I can share with you. If you know anyone who is struggling, you don't have to struggle. No, that's a completely nonsense. You can come back to your path just very quickly like that. Just when you give that anchoring point and say, oh, I'm here again. I'm aligned with my life. Okay. So that's talking about letting go the old attachments, emotional attachments, really strong emotional attachments. So now you know how you feel when you've got a really strong emotional attachments. Then you can see through the fears, through the struggle. Okay, that's the something you are just only holding so strong. You're just only like. So that's why that's why I would like to come here and just only show you this, okay? So if you've got any issue with that, just let me know. Just go on my website, just book the session, and we can go straight away from that point to bring the much more light in your life. give you that sparkle again, give you that shyness inside you, okay? So thank you so much for being here with me. I love you so much. All the best. Thank you, and spread the words, because someone somewhere is waiting for this message. Thank you so much, and don't forget, just go on my website and have a look my linking tree, what I'm offering for you today. I love you so much. All the best. Speak to you soon. Oh, again, Instagram doesn't want to let it go, but don't worry. Speak to you soon.